Okay, friends, so just look at this, guys. Bitcoin just broke 80k, just like I have been predicting, just like I warned you. I literally told you, and you are literally seeing with your own eyes. You are seeing it the days where I had very potential impulses, very powerful uptrends, and that's exactly those days where we're seeing where Bitcoin actually finally broke and achieved the impossible, a new all-time high, and this figure is only going to get even higher, guys. For example, I told you, and if you don't believe me, before I go on, you just need to watch my previous videos. All you need to do is go back, watch my previous work, watch especially the first ever video that I made for this month of November. Watch that video and look at the graphic. Look especially at every single detail that I gave to you, all the information, all the crucial data that I gave away for free on that video. And you can see that day by day, everything that I predicted comes true without any obsession. And sometimes you might have a surprise day where complete opposite or complete surprise, but that's the outlier. We're talking about 90% accuracy predictions. And that's exactly what I bring. That's exactly what I have been bringing to you all, to the public, ever since I started this channel. This is not my first prediction, and certainly not the last one. So, better get comfy with this work. Better get comfy with my accuracy. Okay, so in my last video I told you that I was very expectating of the day of the 11th of November, because that's a day where all of my predictions coincide. It's going to be very volatile, very volatile. And I'm talking about even financial predictions that have absolutely no relation to cryptocurrencies or to Bitcoin. For example, I am predicting right now Forex. I have also a stocks prediction. I also made an indicator prediction for a client. And I have for you, obviously, these two Bitcoin and Solana predictions, cryptocurrency, and also Pepe, which is a meme coin, which is also a cryptocurrency, but it's a whole different league. It's like a complete different method, different investment. Meme coins are so risky. It's like a casino even. So we're talking about 5 or 4 potential very different financial predictions, and they all coincide with the day of the 11th of November, which is going to be very volatile. And I told you also that this is a new addition in my charts. These boxes, these small rectangles, these are the new additions to my chart because I am experimenting. I'm doing some testing with them. And I told you in my last videos that, for example, green boxes or red boxes, respectively, they represent the highest points of the month and the lowest points, or the strongest currencies, the strongest corrections, and the strongest impulses. So we have that this green box has 10 to 15 of November, basically 5 days, where it's very possible that we could see the price go to the highest position. And the red box has the 14 and possibly also 15 of November as very hard corrections. We also have another box in the final last 5 days, something like that. And we also have another potential very range box, like the one that we saw from the 7th to the 8th. We see this is basically the 7th of November, around here, and this is the 8th. Very volatile days, but especially on the 8th, very dominated by range. It's a very pronounced range where the price is it's almost like it was waiting for this big moment right here today. So what we can see is that this position right here, currently sitting at 81k, could get even higher in the next coming days. Now we see, for example, there's a potential of even higher volatility on the 12th of October, basically 2 days from now. Tomorrow is the 11th, so tomorrow is going to be a very special day. I'm basically prepared for any kind of scenario. For example, if it goes even higher, it should go way higher and possibly go above 83k, possibly, tomorrow. But if it's a very volatile day where it could be actually downtrend, we could see the price return maybe to 77k, something like that. Sounds reasonable. So we'll have to wait. That's one thing that I told you. I have no idea what's going to happen on the 11th, but it's going to be massive. It's going to be very volatile. It could go either way. But tomorrow is the day where the traditional markets open, where the stock market is open. So Monday is also very important because it's usually the day that kind of sets the tone for the entire week. Now with Bitcoin, we don't have that much of a dynamic because Bitcoin operates every single day, every single hour. But the markets add a special volatility, add a special touch, more volume even. Those days are usually the most where most trading operations tend to occur. So we could expect a very possible and very volatile Monday, even for cryptocurrencies. But I told you guys, I've been telling you before, I've been telling you for weeks, ever since the month started. I told you that I was seeing very high potential for Bitcoin to go very near or above 80k on these days, from the 10th to the 15th of November. I told you this like in my first video, and I have been telling you this in my other videos, and you are seeing it right now with your own eyes. You are seeing it play out perfectly. I mean, just perfectly, exactly like I predicted, guys. Like pinpoint bullseye accuracy. So yeah, guys, this is Bitcoin. Now let's check Solana. And Solana is also very, very similar to Bitcoin. Potential, very volatile potential. It's kind of more undecided with Solana. We see that it does have some weakness to it, I think, and it definitely doesn't look as strong as the impulse that Bitcoin had, but it's still, regardless, very impressive. And this is just logical, guys. If Bitcoin goes higher and breaks new all-time high, other cryptocurrencies will do the same. Like literally most of them will do the same. So most cryptocurrencies are right now in the green. We can see, we'll check out later on Pepe, but it's basically the same story across the market. And Solana has more volatile potential for tomorrow and the 12th of November, which is also the same situation that we saw for Bitcoin. So be prepared, guys. Be prepared because something really big is coming. If you're day trading, there could be massive potential for some massive mad profits. If you're long-term investment, just stick with your guns and just hold, guys. Just hold, because things are going to get insane. This is just the start of the bull run. Maybe even it hasn't even started at all. We're not seeing right now the immense, absolutely insane volatility. Okay, so be prepared, guys. It's going to get wild. And finally, like I told you, let's look at Pepe. And Pepe is, like I told you, very similar to Bitcoin. We had every single day correct. The only really exception right here, it's this circle that has a red 9 or 10 of November. But because Bitcoin had a green 10 of November, very volatile, powerful 10 of November, we can safely discard and disregard this. because we have to follow the hierarchy of cryptocurrencies. And Bitcoin is the king of all cryptocurrencies. Pepe is not going to dictate whether Bitcoin goes up or down. It's vice versa. It's Bitcoin who's going to actually set up the trends for the rest of all cryptocurrencies to follow. Okay, so we have to follow hierarchies. We have to remember that. We have to remember that some of these charts overlap. Okay, so the only real difference that we have with our charts and Pepe actually includes is that I see very strong potential for the mid-days, mid-weeks of December to be possibly very profitable. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the new all-time high for Pepe, but I think it's going to be days where it's going to provide good opportunities for taking profits and for opening some entries. So be also prepared for December. December, I think, is going to be a very crazy month, and I think the next year is going to be even crazier. Lots of opportunities, lots of challenges as well. But if you can get past them, you can survive them, then you're basically all set for a massive success. Anyways, guys, that's all I have. I don't want to make this video any longer. Just remind you all to subscribe, share, and like. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.